though, Vixos, Vix here, and how's life? And it's that time of year again. Why? Game Vix, Ryan, whatever you want to call me. Go over my top 10 movies of the year. And this year was 2015, and if you did not know that, then I think you need to see a doctor. Some of the movies that you're going to see on the list, right, are maybe you'll be surprised. I don't know, because my list is very different from other people's lists, let me say that. Maybe you'll be shocked that some movies aren't on my list, or surprised that others are. These are movies that not only did I think were great films, but very enjoyable movies. I had a lot of fun doing all of the movies in this list. I just want to get right into this, guys. So I'm going to mention the honorable mentions. Now, for the honorable mentions, these movies, the only, really, I guess, big crimes were that they aren't as fun or as good as the top 10 movies. So, yeah, and technically, some of these movies on the honorable mentions are, better films than, the ones on top 10. But you know what? I enjoyed the top 10 ones more, okay? But yeah, let's just get right into this. I've already wasted a minute and a half, so... Alright. First I'm going to mention is Cop Car. I really like this movie. I thought it was very good. Well directed. Well written. And it had great performances. So, yeah. Just wasn't as good as some... I just didn't enjoy it as much as some of the top 10 movies. Alright, next up. Next up, Inside Out. A lot of people are saying, this movie is the best movie I have ever seen. Which, that's probably exaggerated by a lot. But, I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was a very good Pixar movie. But some people are, I think, giving it a bit too much credit than it deserves, in my opinion. They're saying it's bringing Pixar back. And it's like, well, let's talk about that, alright? The past few Pixar movies have been kind of crap, so of course this is gonna look better, since the ones we've gotten are donkey shit. But, yeah, but overall I did really like the movie, yeah. This one, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for not putting this on my top 10. Mad Max Fury Road. Okay, guys, I think that this movie, it's just not my kind of movie, okay? There was not much for story, and everyone's talking about how great Furiosa is. Personally, Furiosa, she's not that great of a character. I guess it's sort of spoilers, but, well, at one point in the film, she's sad. So she's like, ah, screaming. And I'm like, I don't care. Maybe that's because I have no soul, but I did find it to be a very good movie still, though, I really liked the action. The practical effects were great. I just thought that there wasn't much there other than the action and a little bit of story. But I did really like it. It's just not my kind of movie, I think, And then next up, for honorable mentions, Me and R and The Dying Girl. I really like this movie. I really did. Performances were great. It was accurate to the book, which I have actually read. It's not like one of those, oh no, one of those sad love stories where one of them is cancer. No. It sort of makes fun of it, itself in the stereotypes, especially in the book. But we're talking about the movie, so let's not mention the book. It's just, kind of different. It's funny, but I do really like it. It's very different in a sense, and sort of it's cool to see this the perspective of the person who doesn't have cancer. Now, guys, it's time for my top 10. Number 10, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I had a lot of fun while watching this movie, guys. I truly did. It's just that I found that there were some flaws throughout the movie. And I feel like some people are giving it kind of crap. And it's like some people are like, oh yeah, that was such a shitty movie. And it's like, I feel like you're just saying that because you're comparing it to the first one. I mean, really. Come on. I like the first one better, but that doesn't mean that the second one can't be good. But I did really enjoy it. There were all great performances in it, but there were some flaws. But overall, I did have a lot of fun watching this movie. I laughed. I was in shock in some moments, and yeah. Next up, number 9, Budget Spies. Steven Spielberg has still got it. I mean, I think we can all sort of know that, because this is a very well-made film, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as some of his other films, but it was still great, So yeah. Number 8, Spotlight. This is one of those movies that you guys will be shocked, like, why did you have fun when watching a movie about child molestation? What's wrong with you, Vix? Well, guys, the directing, performances, writing was great in this movie, and my eyes were glued to the screen. Alright, and that is something that's good. Number 7, The Martian. Guys, I really like this movie. I just saw it very recently too, which is kind of funny, but it did have some flaws throughout it, but those scenes when Matt Damon's on Mars, I find to be great. Especially in the first act. I find the first act to actually be, like, the best part of the movie. But I did have fun watching it, so, yeah. Number 6, Dope. I find that Dope is sort of underrated. People don't really mention it, when I find it to be pretty great. I really enjoyed Dope, and I'm excited to watch it again. Maybe it's because I'm, I guess feel relatable to, the 3 main characters, because I feel like, alright, I'm a geek. If I took place in this setting, I would probably act how these kids are acting. Or at least relatively similar to how they're acting now. Yeah. Number 5, Creed. I think that Creed was a great, 2015 just in general revived so many franchises, that we haven't, seen excerpts from in a while, and Creed was one of them, coming from the Rocky series. And yeah, it had similarities to the first Rocky, a little bit, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it, Alec. But, I did really like Creed. Think you all should watch it. And, yeah. Number 4, Ant-Man. I'm kind of shocked, actually, that Ant-Man isn't on a lot of other people's top 10 lists. I really enjoyed Ant-Man. I had so much fun watching this movie, guys. Baskin-Robbins always finds out, guys. And, guys, I got this movie on Blu-ray, okay? Blu-ray. That's saying something, How many movies do I have on Blu-ray? 3 movies? And yeah, they're all Marvel movies, but, yeah, I got it on Blu-ray, guys. Blu-ray. Is that saying something? But yeah, I did really like it. Yeah. Number 3. This movie, when I was watching it, it wasn't so much like, oh, yeah! It was sort of like, this movie affected me. After I got a theater, I was like, I am afraid of women now. And that movie's Ex Machina, guys. You should just watch it. That's all I'm saying. Performances are fantastic in it. Go and watch it. Yeah. Number 2. Okay, guys. Okay, let's just talk about the top 5 movies on my whole list. 10 through 6 were sort of hard, but 5 through 1, I had no trouble. Actually, which is sort of ironic. I knew these movies were going to be in my top 5, but, I didn't know where for a few of them, but I think I do know. And number 2 and 1, both fantastic, not only movies, but films, okay? Number 2, guys, is Kingsman, The Secrets of... I love this movie. I really, really love this movie, guys. It was awesome. And I cannot wait for the sequel to come out. Seriously, guys. Okay, the action in this movie was so riveting. And I cannot keep my eyes off the screen, Action, the writing, the humor. It's so good, guys. I recommend you all watch it. If you haven't, then what's wrong with you? Number one, guys, I think is sort of obvious. I haven't reviewed many movies this year, but out of all the ones I have reviewed this year, which actually is sort of not a lot, this is the only one I gave an A+. Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens. Guys, I love this movie. I freaking loved this movie. Well, the flaws, yes, there were flaws, actually. I can name several of them. Some that I, sort of didn't even mention in my review of the movie. Probably because a few of them would be spoilers if I really went to depth. But, overall, even if I thought there were flaws in this movie, with its similarities to A New Hope, which actually I don't think is necessarily a bad thing, a few things well, one thing that sort of was like, why now? If you'd done this earlier, just sort of could have prevented many things from happening. And, just a few other things, like with the CGI, with two of the characters, sort of being distracting. Even with those flaws, guys, I had so much fun watching this. Guys, opening scroll thing that's sort of gives you sort of, I guess, prologue to this movie, sort of. It's like, da 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 da, the words coming down. You know what I mean. I was hyperventilating. I was actually like that, and I was almost going to cry. People, guys, I love this movie. I mean, I had so much fun watching this. The first 5 minutes of this movie, the opening scene, I was like, I know what type of movie this is going to be, and I love it. But yeah, guys, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is my favorite movie of 2015. That's all for the top 10, guys. I'm going to be making either top 5 or top 10 worst movies of 2015, which is just going to be so fun. Because, guys, 2015 was a good year for movies. It really was. However, there were some movies that I did not like. Some that I absolutely hated, actually. And whenever I think about them, I want to hurt somebody. But, I am angry now just thinking about them. And I have to talk about them. I will be screaming. But yeah, expect that video coming out soon. I'm GameMix, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.